It's finished. Don't mind the mismatch, but the Granny Hexie is completely finished. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Marlies and this is BitKnits and another episode of What Did I Make Wednesday. This is kind of evolving into a not only what did I make this week kind of video, but also what projects did I start on, because I'm finding that I am wanting to start a whole bunch of projects instead of actually finish what I have started. However, I did manage to finish a few things this week, and I also started something this week. If you're new, welcome. We talk yarn and other crafty kind of content on this channel. I also do a ton of tutorials, so check out some of my tutorials and let me know if you've made anything from them. I always say anybody is welcome to sell any finished items that they make from my patterns, so feel free to grab a pattern, watch a tutorial, and crochet or knit whatever it is, and then sell it at markets, on Etsy, wherever you're doing your selling. So let's move right into it. The first things that I made this week are hip scarves or bandanas. But these are just really cute bandanas, so you can easily wear them in your hair. Or if you make a little bit larger size with a little bit longer straps, you can wear them around your hip. But you can easily customize this. You can make it longer, bigger, smaller. So it's customizable if you're going to do it as a hip scarf to whatever size you're trying to make. I made 2 of these, and this is also a tutorial on my channel, so I will put that tutorial in the video, probably down below in the description box. And these are super fun, quick kind of project. I used for these the Premier Cotton Collage. So it is a super fine one-weight yarn. You can also use like a thicker yarn if that's more comfortable for you. You're just going to have to kind of work with your hook and sizing to make sure you're not getting something giant or too large for what the pattern is written for. But usually if you size up your yarn, you can still keep a smaller hook size to kind of keep that size more on track. So I made 2 of these. It's just a granny shell. So you can see those granny shells in there. And it's a 2-row repeat. So 1 row is the granny shells, and then the other row is just a chain and then a single crochet. I have 2 different versions of this. One is using that one of the repeat rows. So you can see those are just chain stitches in here, and then you single crochet in the next space, and that creates a nice little chain type border. So very open drapey. I also have a version where we create a picot stitch. So in that version, you would end with a granny shell row, and then you would create those picots in the middle of each of those 3 shells. So anyway, this works up really quickly. You get a really nice drapey, flowy, lightweight look. And I just love them as hip scarves. So you can make it as almost like a beachy type cover up if you kind of make it a little bit longer. So 2 of those. Next, over the weekend, I made a bunch of berry garlands. We've got one in this nice pink, and sorry for the lighting. It was supposed to be a little bit more sunny today, and it's still early, so it may sun up a little bit later. But I wanted to get this video out, so the lighting is not the best in this one. I've got a purple and then I've got a red. So I made 6 berries in each color, and then I just strung them up. They come out super cute. They're really easy, fast project. And they're really nice for like spring, summer. They're great to make if you do markets and even just to add a little bit something to your tent or your stall. It just kind of gets people in the mood for spring and summer, and it's also allows you to offer something a little bit different and maybe at a lesser market price. And they come out really cute. And you can also customize them if you only want 6 berries or 8 berries, or if you're doing a very long garland for your display, you can always just keep adding more of those berry appliques. So I did 3 of those. You can also use those little appliques and make them into earrings. So if you use like crochet thread or embroidery thread, use the same pattern and you can make earrings. You could probably even use like a chunky weight yarn and kind of size them up and make them into coasters or things like that. You could use cotton yarn and do just the size, maybe size it up just a little bit for a coaster in the summer. So a lot of things you can do just with the applique itself. The last make, you saw it at the very beginning of this video, is the Granny Hexie cardigan. So it's all done. I put a few rows of single crochet border on it. I was going to actually add another row or 2, but this was all that I had left in the second cake of the yarn, and I didn't want to break into another cake just to finish 1 or 2 rounds of this single crochet border. So on one of the rounds, I think it was the 3rd or 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. So I've done 4 single crochet rounds on this. This is all that I had left. I said, that's fine. So we've got our cardigan all done. I love the colors. It is definitely a very short cropped style. Would look super cute with like a cami on or a tank top on underneath this. You could also put a thicker, almost like a turtleneck or something like that underneath it in the fall and winter. But it's very nice and warm. It's soft. It took me, 3 weeks, I think, from start to finish. Here is the back. And what I tried to do was make it symmetrical as far as the color went. So where you start, sort of in the armpit and grow in length, I started each sleeve with a new cake of yarn, and I tried to make sure that I had 2 that when I was pulling from the center of the cake, they were the same color. So it worked out really well. So I've got a nice symmetrical Hexie cardigan. It doesn't take very much thought to do one of these. You're just working the granny shell. And then I've got the cuffs. The cuffs, honestly, for how small they are, that and the single crochet border take the longest amount of time for what it is. The whole project takes a little bit of time, but you're just working those double crochets to the desired size that you want. So it's kind of mindless. But once you get to the end of the sleeve and you're working that cuff and you're thinking, oh, I just have the cuff left, and it just seems like it takes longer than it should. And I really like the size too. So it is a small size because it's so cropped, and I didn't do any extra lengthening or widening of this cardigan. But because the yarn is a little bit stretchy and it's already a little bulkier in the arms just from the way the Hexie cardigan is constructed, that it worked up almost like a small/medium. And I used a smaller size hook for this too. I think I just used the 5mm for this, and then the cuffs I went down to maybe a 4, and also on the single crochet border I went down to a 4. So I sized down on those parts, but the rest of it was just made with a 5. So I think if I had used like a 5.5 or a 6mm crochet hook for this, it would have even been larger. So I'm glad I did what I did. I still have 2, maybe even 3 cakes left of this. I just love the colorway. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other cakes. I'd really like to make another one just because I think this is so springy, and while it's not really a spring or summer wearable, it's just so poppy. It's just pretty, and it reminds me of spring. So super happy with how that came out. And finally, we have a new project, and this is just something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. About a year and a half ago, I made a star blanket. This is a 12-pointed star blanket. And actually, I don't even use that one as a blanket. I use it on my dining room table, and it looks so good. So I really wanted to make another one. So I am. It's just double crochets. You just have to kind of know when to increase and decrease for those points and then the valleys. The yarn that I'm using is the Willow Yarns Wheels. I got this years ago, and I've made a baby blanket and then the other 12-point star type blanket or tablecloth, I guess, with it, and I love this yarn. I forgot how wonderful it is to work with. If you haven't tried it, I really suggest getting it. This colorway is called Kingfisher. You get 377 yards in one of these cakes. It's 70% acrylic, 30% wool. So you really can't feel the wool in there at all. Maybe a little bit, but it's not super scratchy. It's more soft than anything. And I just love how it works up. Just love it. So I have, I think, at least one more, I think 2 more of these in this color. So I'm going to just keep working it until it is completely done. And then I might have to buy more of this yarn in other colorways. For this, I'm using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Works up really fast. It grows really fast. Of course, being that we're working sort of in the round and increasing, every subsequent row takes longer and longer to work. So you think you're moving really quickly, you know, round after round, but you're working a larger amount of space, more stitches in each round. So it does tend to start taking a lot longer to even get around a row. But when you're first starting, it goes super quick. I forgot this little guy. Can we tell what he is? She is. It is. It's a strawberry. I really wanted to make some little strawberry keychains or bag charms. I used just the Bernat Velvet yarn for this, and I think this one, the green at the top, is the Big Twist Posh in, I don't know what color it is, but it's a pretty bright green, which is not coming off on camera very well. I added the safety eyes. He does have a little mouth in there, and he's got little seeds every once in a while. This guy was a lot harder than I thought he would be. And I don't even know if I did it right. I was losing my stitch count. It wasn't working, but I think he came out okay. He's kind of the right shape. I think I just need to add a little stem up here. I don't know. Anyway, he is soft and squishy, so I keep him over with the rest of my first attempt amigurumi fails, just to remind myself, hopefully in the future when I'm super good at it, where I came from compared to where I am then in the future. You know what I mean. Okay, so that is all that I've done this week. It doesn't seem like too much because a lot of the stuff was just really kind of quick one-off makes, but I did finish a bunch of things, and it's more work than I thought that I had gotten done. And now it's a new week, so I need to get started on some new makes, and we'll see next week if that happens. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.